Am I the asshole for cutting off my younger brother after he married someone who disrespects our culture, despite everything I sacrificed to raise him right? I, 31, am the eldest son in a conservative immigrant family. My parents came to this country with absolutely nothing. No money, no degrees that were accepted here, and no language skills. I was 10 when we arrived. They worked brutal jobs to survive. And as the oldest, I became the de facto third parent to my siblings, especially my younger brother, Aman, who was 26. I gave up my childhood. While kids my age played video games, I was translating bank forms, school notices, and medical documents. I helped my mom study for her citizenship test. I took part-time jobs to help with rent by 16. I attended every parent-teacher meeting for Aman because our dad couldn't take time off and our mom didn't speak fluent English. I helped him with homework, stood up for him when he was bullied for being too foreign, and even gave up going away to college to stay close and help support the family. I got accepted into a top engineering program abroad, my dream school, full ride. I had my bags half packed, but just weeks before orientation, my dad got injured at work. He couldn't lift anymore. My mom broke down saying she couldn't manage Aman and the bills alone. I withdrew the next day. I told myself I'd defer for a year. I never went. Aman doesn't even remember this, or maybe he just doesn't care. All I asked, all our family ever asked, was that we stay true to our roots, our culture, our values, our religion, the very things that gave us strength when we were nobodies in a country that didn't want us. Last year, Aman got involved with a woman outside our culture. I have no problem with interracial relationships, I'm not some bigot. But from the beginning, she made zero effort to respect our customs. She laughed at our food, refused to attend family religious events, rolled her eyes when we spoke in our language. She calls our religious practices outdated and refuses to learn even the basics of our traditions. At a recent family gathering, she loudly told my mother, "These customs are backward and don't belong in the modern world." My mother was crushed and left the room in tears. Earlier this year, my dad turned 65. It wasn't some huge event, just an intimate dinner with a few relatives, some close business partners, and home-cooked food. My mom had spent the entire previous day preparing his favorite dishes, carefully packing leftovers into freezable containers. This dinner meant more than just a birthday. Last year, my dad had a serious health scare. This was the Thanksgiving gathering, a quiet celebration of his recovery. We were supposed to pray together as a family. We'd even invited a few religious scholars to join us. It was meant to be meaningful. Aman said he'd come. He told me he had cleared a schedule, but he never showed. No explanation, no call. Just a text the next morning. I read, "Sorry, we were tired." What hurt wasn't just the absence. It was what came next. That same night, Aman posted a picture, him and his wife, out at some trendy restaurant, smiling, cocktails in hand, like it was just any other night. My father didn't say much. He just sat there quietly at the dinner table, staring at the empty chair where Aman should have been. Later that night, he turned to me and said, "He doesn't even remember what I look like when I'm happy." I didn't know what to say. What do you say to a man who gave up everything for his family, only to watch it slowly fracture right in front of him?
What really broke me was the wedding. Aman didn't tell us. No heads up. Just some Instagram post saying they'd gotten married abroad. A destination wedding with none of us invited. Not our parents, not me. After everything. My mother cried so hard she made herself sick. My dad, who rarely shows emotion, sat outside on the porch with a blank stare for hours. But it gets worse. My brother, who used to be deeply involved in family events, has become distant and defensive. When I tried to talk to him about how hurtful his wife's behavior was, he snapped at me, accusing me of being narrow-minded and controlling. He says he's free to live his life and that our culture is just holding him back. When I heard they were planning that party, I reached out to one of our elders, a respected uncle who used to mentor Aman growing up. I asked him to talk to Aman, to convince him to reconsider, to think about the shame he was bringing to our parents. Aman found out. He texted me, "Don't ever send someone to manipulate me behind my back again." I didn't respond. What could I say? I thought I was helping, but maybe it came off as emotional blackmail. The final straw was when my parents asked them not to have a big wedding reception here. Our community is small and tight-knit, and my parents didn't want to publicly celebrate what they see as a betrayal of our values. But my brother and his wife went ahead anyway. They threw a massive party, inviting people from outside our culture and ignoring the family's wishes. They even refused to let our parents attend, claiming they didn't want any negative energy there. Then came the will. Our parents are getting older. We sat down to talk about estate planning. Traditionally, inheritance goes through family lines that continue the cultural legacy, especially the first son, which, in our tradition, comes with responsibilities I've already fulfilled. But my parents, soft as they are, wanted to include Aman's future kids in the will, kids he plans to raise as free thinkers, with no religion, no language, no understanding of our customs. I said, when we don't pass down the language, the faith, the customs, what's left? One generation is all it takes for everything to disappear. Aman says he wants to raise free thinkers, but free from what? From where they come from? I said no. I said we don't pass down sacrifice to strangers. That triggered a huge fight. Aman called me archaic and said I'm trying to control how he raises his family. I told him, if you want to raise your kids like strangers, don't expect them to inherit our home. Harsh? Maybe, but I stand by it. The last real conversation Aman and I had before the cutoff was on the balcony of our parents' house. It was late after dinner. Everyone else had gone to bed. I told him he was disrespecting everything our parents built. He laughed bitterly. He said, "You act like you raised me out of love, but sometimes it felt like you were just building a resume, like every math test you helped me with came with strings attached." I was stunned. He continued, "I didn't ask you to sacrifice your life. I would have preferred a brother over a second father who resented me for existing. You say I've turned my back on the family, but maybe I'm just trying to live without guilt. Maybe I'm finally breathing." That shook me. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't smug, he looked tired, like I do, most days. But then he said something that made me angry all over again. He said, "You're not mad I left the culture, you're mad I left you." And maybe he was right. Now, here's where I might have been mean. Before all this blew up, there was a dinner. Aman brought his girlfriend to meet the family. Everyone was on edge, but I wanted to be civil. She showed up in tight jeans and a colorful figure-hugging blouse with bogus sleeves, fine for casual wear, but quite inappropriate at a religious family dinner, where women usually dress conservatively out of respect for our elders. My grandmother was there. I pulled Aman aside and said, "Could you please ask her to cover up a bit next time? You know what this means to our family." He looked shocked. He said, "She's not an accessory you get to dress. She's a human being." I said, "And this is a family, not a nightclub." She overheard. Things got cold fast. Maybe I was too blunt. Maybe I could have handled it differently. But in our culture, I would have been the one scolded if I didn't say something. My grandmother would have seen it as my failure. So now we're here. I'm exhausted. I feel like I carried this family for years only to be told I'm a villain for expecting a little respect. I never asked Aman to be exactly like me. I just wanted him to remember where we came from and what it cost to get here. Am I the angel for cutting him off and opposing the inclusion of his future kids in the will, when I feel like I've sacrificed my whole life for this family only to watch him turn his back on it?